Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone you happen to be in. My name is Eric Arnum. I'm the editor of an online magazine called Warranty Week. And this afternoon, I plan on presenting to you some of the headlines coming into the warranty industry, thanks to Tavant, who's kind enough to sponsor this weekly webinar. We'll be doing this for the next couple of Fridays. So, please come back next Friday, same time, same channel. I have some slides I want to show you. I would just want to sort of update everybody on what I see happening in the warranty industry in the wake of this terrible COVID-19 virus that's sweeping the world. I think I read in the news this morning that half of the whole world now, by population, is in lockdown. I'm in New York City, in the borough of Queens, in the town of Forest Hills. We're being hit especially hard here. I think we probably have the most cases in the world. Sad to say, during the course of this webinar, you'll probably hear some sirens going on outside. Sorry about that, but it gives you an idea of the conditions here. What I've done for this week's webinar is I've gone back and I've collected a whole bunch of headlines. You can find these same headlines if you go to warrantyweek.com and look for the button for headlines. You can find a list of them going from top to bottom in chronological order from yesterday's headlines all the way back, to past years. All of these headlines that I'm showing you this afternoon are really from the past couple of days. Maybe some of them are from March 24th, 25th, something like that, but none of them are more than a couple of weeks old. Some of them are only a couple of hours old. So what's happening is, I know in India, many companies finish their fiscal year on March 31st. In the United States, we finish our first quarter on March 31st. So what this headline is saying is that CarMax, that's a car dealer, they finished the first quarter, March 31st, really strong, because there weren't really very many restrictions in place until middle of March, late March, and as I said, in some places, not even until today or tonight even. So what you have is you have the before and you have the after. It's very strange that it happened this way on the calendar, but in India, you'll have last year and this fiscal year. In the United States, you'll have the first quarter, the second quarter. The difference between them may be as much as 30%. Between revenue, earnings, net profits, operating income, whatever you want to look at. Unemployment, it's incredible how many people have lost their jobs. Now, in the warranty industry, many of the shops, many of the factories have shut down. Not all of them, but many of them. They've also shut down their service bays, so they're not providing warranty work any longer. However, in some places, automotive repairs are considered to be essential businesses. So they are open and they are still providing warranty work. They're providing warranty repairs, replacements, what have you, in the automotive industry. But that's the only industry that seems to have this special dispensation to continue to go to work. In the appliance industry, in the computer industry, electronics, mobile phones. For the most part, the retail organizations are shut. The repair organizations may still be open, but they're on their way to being shut. And certainly the manufacturing organizations, they've shut down as well. There's a lot of uncertainty, as this headline says. Here in the United States, I'll say to you this, that I struggled to find companies whose warranty departments are reacting to this crisis. One that I found is Winnebago Industries. They make recreational vehicles, the big campers, camper vans, whatever you might call them, but they're as big as buses. And couples will, drive around the country and park in campsites and things like that. Well, here's a headline from March 23rd that they shut down their factories. And then just yesterday, they extended their warranties by 60 days. So if your warranty was about to expire, they've added 60 days to the duration of that warranty, lengthening it. So if it was going to expire in April, now it expires in June. If it expired late April, now it's, into July, and so on and so forth. I show this to you because it's one of the few American manufacturers that I found that have done anything. Here's another one, Consumer Priority Service. They're into extended warranties. What they're doing is now they're using Zoom, which is a video conferencing system much like the one that we're on today. They're using Zoom to do the initial diagnostics with the customer. What's wrong with your system? Show it to us. If it, show us your phone and show us how it's broken. Show us what's going on. And that avoids, of course, a house call because they can't send out their people. They can't walk into houses. They don't know who's sick and who's not. Another thing, I don't know how conditions are in India, but here we don't know who's sick and who's healthy. Even people who've taken tests are waiting 5, 7, sometimes even 9 or 10 days to get back the results. So even if you've taken a test, you really don't know for days whether you're healthy or not. So there's no such thing as, being able to tell as you walk into a shop or walk through the doorway, are you sick, are you healthy? It's just absolutely incredible. They talk about testing. They've been talking about it for about a month now, and nothing's been done. Consumer Priority Service, however, they've embraced video conferencing for warranty work, for the diagnostics. I want to show you, let's see, the next headline is Choice Home Warranty. As their name implies, they are into the home warranty industry. They're providing coverage of all the major systems and appliances in existing homes. What this headline is saying, Choice Home Warranty will provide enhanced coverage during the COVID-19 crisis. You read this press release thoroughly, and what you'll realize is that what they've decided is to stop denying so many claims. They're going to deny less claims now because they realize that some of these problems that people are calling in with really are the difference between life and death. They have so many consumer complaints from customers who are very upset with them denying their claims in the past. Well, now they promise not to do so as often in the future. Whoops, we skipped over one. I clicked too fast there. Let's see if I can get back to it. Slide. I didn't want to jump over this because this is an important company. Tata Motors. They also own Jaguar and Land Rover, and very big in India, of course, but they're a worldwide manufacturer. They have added to a little bit more than 60 days to their warranties. All the warranties that would have expired in the next couple of weeks or months, they're all now into July. Tata Motors, they were one of the first to do this. They did it about 8 days ago, which seems like a lifetime at this point. Here's another, Mahindra and Mahindra. They have also extended their warranty period into, I believe it's June, the end of June. Another brand here, Hyundai Motor India. They've extended their warranties as well, made them longer so that people who cannot go out to get warranty work for their vehicles, well, now they don't have to. You don't need them since you can't go anywhere, but at least now you know that you don't need to get them repaired until things get better, because your warranty will not expire while you're cooped up, trapped in your homes. Volkswagen India has done the same. As I said, most of these companies are going to the end of June or sometime in July. Volkswagen has chosen July. Audi, another brand of VW, Audi India has also extended their warranties. Maruti Suzuki India, they've gone to the end of June. As I said, you can find all these headlines on warrantyweek.com. Just look for the headlines button, and you can read up the whole article and see what they're up to, see all the details if this pertains to you in particular. Honda India, for the two-wheelers, for motorcycles and other two-wheeled vehicles, they've extended their warranty for 2 months. So if it expired in March, it'll go to May. If it expires in April, it'll go to June. So your warranty just got 60 days longer, essentially. Yamaha as well has done the same, adding 2 months to all the warranties. And by this time you might be saying, why are all these articles about Indian companies? As I said, I really did search for American brands. I searched for European brands. I'm still searching for American and European brands who are responding to the coronavirus. As I said to you, I found Winnebago. I found Consumer Priority Service. And I found Choice Home Warranty. That's it. All the rest of the brands reacting seem to be in India. The Haier Group, it's a Chinese company, but this is from an Indian magazine, BW Hotelier, and this applies to India, not to North America, not to Europe. Now, Haier, they acquired General Electric's appliance division. You would think that they would want to, boost the brand and, tell their customers that, we care, we're reacting, we're doing something for you here in the United States. Well, I'm waiting for the news, and when I see it, I'll report it. Asus, this happened this morning, a couple of hours ago. Asus India, not Asus Taiwan, not Asus US, not Asus Europe. Asus India put this out. Mobile telephone, again, brands in India, OnePlus Technology. itel Mobile, Samsung India. I mean, you see the pattern here. It's incredible. It really is. Lenovo, they acquired the Motorola brand. So, yep, I'm on Motorola. Here I am. May 31st, all your warranties will be extended to May 31st. This, however, I will say, this seems to be worldwide. I read the text of this, and they did say that it's international, it's worldwide. So Lenovo has done the right thing in all of their markets for all of their customers, not just those in India. Some other countries that things are happening, in Canada. This is interesting. They're offering door-to-door warranty servicing. So you're locked down, you can't leave your house, but they'll come to your door. free free disinfection. I'm sorry for laughing. I mean, I'm in the middle of a pandemic and there are hundreds of people dying. Um, I just cannot fathom this. Throwing in free disinfection as an extra, but there it is, right there in the headline. This is a British brand. Um, what WarrantyWise is doing is they're now allowing their dealers, they do extended warranties for passenger cars in Britain. What they're now doing is they're allowing their dealers to sell those policies from home. How that will happen, I don't know all the mechanics of it, but basically, instead of selling person to person at the dealership, at the time that you buy a car, now they'll be able to call you at home and sell you over the phone. It doesn't sound like much of an innovation, but there it is. This is what the company is doing. That's how it's doing all it can to help its dealers. This is interesting. SCD, American Vehicles. You see the picture there of a Dodge Ram pickup truck, big red truck, 4 doors. Do you notice that? There's not 2 doors on this. There's 4 doors because there is a back seat. These trucks are huge, but they've kind of become a symbol of America. They're exported worldwide, and this is one of the importers. SCD, American Vehicles, is Australian company. They import American vehicles into Australia and sell them to customers, all over Australia. Big trucks, big American cars, whatever you happen to want. They have extended their warranties on the vehicles that they are importing and selling in Australia. The irony here is that neither FCA nor Ford nor General Motors has done likewise. Let me repeat that. None of the American manufacturers have extended their warranties because of the pandemic. However, one of their importers in Australia has done so. Incredible. And this is Brazil. Instead of the headline, I found this chart in there, and it sort of gives you an example of what the Brazilian importers are doing, adding 3 months in some cases, adding mileage in other cases, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it happens to be, 30 days. Each brand is different. Some are adding both mileage and time, others are adding just time, others are adding just mileage. But the brands are reacting. And again, this is the importers in a local market in Brazil. They are not manufacturing in Brazil, they are importing. And they're adding to the warranties for the imports. But the manufacturers themselves, I mean, I went over some of them that are doing so in India, but they're not doing so in the United States or Europe or Japan, China. I hope they are, and I hope they're just being shy about putting the news out. But what you can see is that the reactions have been very spotty, really mostly in India, some in Canada, some in Europe, some in Brazil, a couple of in the United States. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's that slow. In this warranty industry, with the retail shops closed, it's very difficult to sell an extended warranty. With the repair shops closed, except for the car repair shops. And that's not in every state. In some states, they're closed as well. It's very difficult to provide warranty work for the products. With the factories closed and with the back offices closed, it's very hard to do any sort of warranty claims processing. Forget about, warranty analytics. Those people are working from home. So it's as if the whole world is on pause. But these brands are finding ways to get around that. They're finding ways to reach their customer, to talk to their customers, to reassure their customers, and give those customers the peace of mind that they won't be forgotten. It's very important in this crisis to just let the customers know we're there for you, and when this is over, we'll be back, 100%. We have a few minutes for questions. Roshan, do we have any questions? I can't see the chat box.
Yeah, no, I think there are no questions right now, Eric, but I think we'll continue to get more as we, post this online.
Okay.
So anything else?
Then let me give my email address here. If anybody has any follow-up questions or comments, EARNUM@warrantyweek.com. Best way to reach me. If you like, you can call me on the phone, 1-888-996-0367. Country code is 1. There's my address, USA, New York City. We'll be back a week from now. We'll be talking about product warranty. All of the companies in the United States and many of the companies in Europe are now releasing their annual reports, so we'll have some good numbers for you on that. With that, Roshan, do you have any final wrap-up comments?
Yeah. So, Eric, firstly, thank you for doing this. And for everyone listening, this is a small way we are trying to, keep conversations going. It's a very sobering and grounding time, literally and figuratively. And we're trying to see how, customer service, which is so critical at this stage, where things are functioning in ways that we have never assumed would become reality. And so we are working with our partners, like Eric, to see what we can do to put in the little contribution that we can. Please send in questions. Love to interact more, see how we can continue to, add more value overall as a group. A lot of examples that Eric spoke about today, stand out in terms of what is out there for us to do. We will be reaching out to our customers, having more of these conversations on a regular basis. Tavant has enabled our workforce to function from home, and customer service, like in any other industry, is paramount for us right now. And for our customers who continue to listen in, please provide feedback. Let us know how we can continue to help. So on that note, we hope to continue to talk to you week on week. Thank you again, Eric, and all of you stay safe and stay home. Thank you.